What's up guys, welcome back to DeFi Chronicles. So here's a quick update on zkFair. They just started their phase 1 around 14 hours ago. That already ended. Then now we're having phase 2. If you guys don't know, zkFair is an L2 that is doing an event which you need to burn some USDC because that is what they use for their gas fee. And as a reward, you're going to be receiving some zkF tokens, which is for every dollar that you burn in gas fee, you're going to get back 2,500 zkF tokens. The total supply is 10 billion tokens, and 100% of it will go to the community. We already got a first airdrop, which we cannot claim yet. By the way, we cannot claim it until all of the phases are over, but we did receive a community airdrop, and that is based on the transaction that you have been taking or the gas fees that you have been burning for the past 2 months on ZK rollups. So for example, ZK Sync, Menta, Linea, so on and so forth. So most likely you should have a little bit of zkF that you can claim. Now for the event, if you haven't bridged some funds, if you are still waiting for it, most likely you will not be able to do so right now, just because of the congestion. And also some of the other projects, so third-party bridges, decided to stop sending funds because they were having a lot of congestion and a lot of transaction were just stocking. So unfortunately, you're not able to use Messenfi, at least not for now, and also Arbiter. Most likely in the future, we should be able to use it. So if you're planning to bridge, which comes with a high risk, again, you can use their main bridge, but that is using Ethereum. So that is on the Ethereum mainnet. You need to have USDC and then you can send your funds. But again, it is a little bit costly and also it takes some time. So you can go ahead and proceed with it, but I do think it comes with a high risk. So if you're not planning to use your fund, if you're not planning to lose your funds, just skip it, to be honest. This is high risk, even though the project is backed by Polygon and it should be good. This is an L2. But again, this is crypto, so most likely there is a high risk behind it. So I just want to mention that. If you're not planning to lose your funds, don't go with it, don't play with it, don't gamble. This is just pure gambling for me. I'm just providing that information because this is what I have been doing. And as usual, I always show whatever that I am doing or farming. So I sent around $71 a few days ago before the event, just to make sure that I was in. And then on phase 1, I tried to take a few transactions. That was before these phases, and it didn't went through. We had a lot of congestion, so they stopped the event, and then they did it again. So right now, 14 hours ago, I took one transaction, and as you can see, it is working just like an IDO. So in total, it is 3 million USDC that we can burn for the events. And for each event, there is a cap of 750. So the overflow, we will be getting it as refundable funds. So we will be getting our USDC back. They already did it for the first phase that they had to stop. So most likely we will get our USDC back. And as you can see right here, my estimated zkF for the first phase is around 4,718, even though my gas spent is $13.16. 16 cents. My refundable funds is around $11.72. Most likely you do have to refresh this a few times because there is a lot of people taking transaction, but I just want to show you guys the process right here on how you can double check if you're really getting 2,500 tokens. So if we do 13.16 minus 11.27, we have 1.89. So if we divide 4,718 into 1.89, as you can see, it is around 2,500. Obviously, I'm not adding the cents, the total. So yes, they're actually giving 2,500 zkF for each dollar that you spend. But unfortunately, you would get maybe 90%, 80%, or even more than that in refundable funds. So even if you spent $100, you are not basically farming that whole $100. Most likely you will spend maybe $5 and then $95 you will get it back at the end of the event. Just for example, this phase 2, I added one transaction for $21.94 in gas fee. My estimated is at 6,107. As you can see, it is dropping as more people are taking more transaction because my share is dropping, and then my refundable funds is actually increasing. Now, if you want to take transaction, you can use Izumi for swapping, but I have found that using inscription is actually the easiest way to do it. So you go here to Fair Inscription and you can inscribe one transaction right here and you do mint directly, which should cost you maybe $15 or something like that. Again, this is just money that we're trying to burn to receive an airdrop. This is highly risky. So if you don't trust the project, if you don't feel comfortable with the project, please just skip it. This is pure gambling. And I'm just doing this video to show you guys just because I am doing it. So every single time that I get involved with a project, I always create a video and share the information and show you guys what I am doing 100%. So I'm always very transparent with what I am doing. If we make some money, good. If we don't, that's also good, because I'm just planning to use around $70 on this platform. And most likely, as I said before, not all of my $70 will go through. Maybe 5 or 10% of that, and then I'm gonna be getting back my refundable funds. In terms of the pricing, if you guys want to do a quick calculation, since the circulating supply is $10 billion, let's say on a good scenario, they open at $100 million market cap, which is not too crazy for an L2. So that would put the price at 1 cent. So not a crazy amount. But if I do continue to farm it and in the end I get maybe 30,000 tokens by 0.01, that is around $300. And I'm still getting back my refundable funds. So for example, I spent $1.89 on this one. If we go ahead and calculate that at 1 cent, no, that's 10 cents. At 1, that is $47, and I only spent $1.89. So I do think it is worth it, but again, it comes with a high risk. This is a high risk, high reward play, and hopefully it works. So if you have any questions, any doubts, go ahead and drop it in the comment section, or you can also join Discord. But again, if you don't understand the project, if you're new to airdrop, if you're new to farming, even crypto, please just skip it. There is a lot of other projects that are easier to farm that we can do in the future. Again, I'm just providing the information here because I've been getting a lot of questions about it. So take care, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy farming. Bye-bye.